What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Race Super Mario Galaxy. I'm Whatthefnu, and I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, you can probably tell what galaxy we're going to be taking on in this episode, but really, I'm going to be knocking out as much of the kitchen as I can during this run. So let's just hop right back into business here and see what we can do. Let's open up the only galaxy here yet that we haven't seen, which just happens to be one of my favorites, the Ghostly Galaxy. Not so much for the design itself. There is one star I really enjoy here, though. If not for anything more than the music, though. But we'll get to that when we get there. Luigi! Mario! Didn't I say I would stop doing impressions? Anyways. Oh, how very fitting. I just can't escape the game, can I? Even when I'm not playing the GameCube, I still can't escape it. Reusing source material? What's that? Here we have a new type of Goomba, the Pumpkin Goombas. They're all ready for Halloween, aren't they? Okay, there's a trick to this chain chomp. Let's see if I can pull it off here. Come in here, wait a second. There we go. Haha! I knew watching those speedrun videos would help me out here. Yeah, I have been watching sort of official speedruns of this game, if you will. Other people who have claimed records in the past, see what they do, see their strategies. You learn a lot from these guys. That's not something I know anything about, would it? Just, yeah, I don't know a thing about speedrunning, do I? No, come back here. I've noticed something interesting about this galaxy. You want to try and aim ahead of where the star chips are going, because they'll move at the exact wrong moment, at an exact point you don't want them to. Also be aware, these Goombas do drop fire, so you don't want to land on one of those and just burn your ass off right here. Star will appear on this side, so why don't we just grab that. There we go. Aim ahead of where they're going. It's kind of like in a first-person shooter. When you're manning a sniper rifle, you want to shoot ahead. You want to aim ahead of the person you're aiming at. Not that I know anything about that. I honestly suck at playing sniper. I've talked about this before, I was always a pyro player in Team Fortress 2. I just don't have the patience for being sniper. I see you, Luigi, don't worry. Anywho, what was I trying to say? I just kind of went off on a don't you hate when that happens? I kind of went off on a tangent there, one subject to another, and then I completely forgot what I was originally talking about. But hey, Mario's a boo now. Yeah, I can just float around, not have a care in the world, because, you know, I'm dead. I don't have to worry about anything. Death, taxes, nothing. That's interesting, though. They don't have to worry about death, but I wonder if the boos have to worry about taxes on the property. They always seem to own mansions, I notice. I wonder who's paying the rent on these places, who owns them, and why do they put up with all the ghosts? Anywho. You got Luigi Star. Luigi wins nothing. What are you talking about? Well, sorry about that. Kicked my mic here. Not exactly bumped my mic. I wish you guys could actually see my setup here. You couldn't a video or two ago, but I don't know if you noticed, but I have my mic sort of tied to the top of what's supposed to be my camera tripod with an iPod cord. And for your information, I don't own the iPod myself. That's actually my sister's. She didn't have a computer of her own at the time, so she needed to use mine to use iTunes and everything. Nowadays, however, she doesn't quite have to worry about that anymore, because nowadays she has a Mac, and I relentlessly mock her about that fact. Mac is whack, kiddo. I'm going to jump right back into Ghostly Galaxy here. Now, this is the star I was talking about. This is the one I really like. Remember the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, how I said I kind of enjoy the music there? I think that's what I said. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head, but There's actually a variant of it here in a very spooky sprint. I think it was actually in my video favorites at one time. Or was that... Whatever, I like the music here. I really do. Not this music, though. Music that is coming up. Gee, this doesn't look familiar at all. Way to be, Nintendo. You couldn't even make a different spawn point for the second star. But then again, all the worlds are kind of like this, aren't they? They just start in the same general spot with minor variances in the level. This is something you... Once again, I'm going to talk about things you notice when you're a developer. Isn't that just how I am? Either I'm talking about speedrunning tactics, or I'm talking about... little things you notice as a game designer, or I'm talking about things we're going to be talking about in just a second. That's all you get out of me, isn't it? Why you people want to listen to that, I have no idea, but whatever. It gets me subs, so who cares? Anywho, one thing you notice as a game designer is how you eliminate the tedium usually associated with backtracking. I have an interesting idea on how I'm going to tackle that in Miku's Lullaby, but that's kind of a spoiler for a major part of the game that I don't want to discuss quite yet. But trust me, going over areas you've already been to in Miku's Lullaby isn't going to be nearly as tedious as you might think. Just a little hint at something that's coming in the future. Look at me, I should be talking about this game, not the one I'm making. I mean, really. But what can I really say here? It's not anything too special, it's just a Polestar race. You kind of have to use that shortcut there if you want to have any chance of winning, because this can get a little tricky right here, trying to dodge between the bombs. If you kind of do like a zigzag there, you can forge something resembling a straight path through the... Whoa, what are you doing, Mario? I went to do a long jump and I accidentally grabbed the Polestar again. What the hell was that? Oh! I think that's the only time you actually hear that laugh effect. Once again, we're hearing things once. I shouldn't be talking about things that I talk about in other projects, because maybe if somebody's watching one project but not watching the other. Because if you don't know, that's something I talked about in my Luigi's Mansion versus responses, how egad, you only hear him say, "Wah, wah, wah," once somewhere. That's when you're getting the ice medal. Anywho's, hello? Figures, when I want to grab a Polestar, I can't, and yet, when I don't want to grab a Polestar, I do. Go figure. Anyways, to kind of wrap up the kitchen a little more here, we're going to go to this secret undersea cavern, or as many people call it, the Stone Cyclone Star. Ooh, boy, I'm going to be having tons of fun in this one. Really, though, I think this star has gotten a bad rap. As it is normally, it's not that bad. It's just when the comet comes along that it becomes sort of an issue. And you'll see what I mean when we get there. But for now, let me just kind of introduce you to what this is all about. First, we gotta unlock the place, which means we need a shell. I'm just gonna take his because, well, he doesn't need it. I'm the one grabbing the stars here, pal. Do you plan on saving the universe? That's what I thought. Only Perry could pull off that crap. And you're not Perry. So anyways, over here, this was the dumbest star ever. I'm sorry, but I had a hard... I had so many problems finding this one. Oh shit, what am I doing? This is how you unlock the secret star in this place. Okay, well, apparently we're doing this one now. Shit, Mario, jump up there. We're doing this one now. This is the secret star in this area. If I can freaking triple jump, that would be great. Urgh! Mario! Hello? Are you lined up with it? There we go. So this is the secret star in this area, and it's one of the only times you're going to be using this, the Ice Flower. This is brand new to this game, actually. It was kind of something fans had been talking about for a long time, and Nintendo finally made a reality. Now, fortunately, I'm doing this pretty quickly here, so I don't have to worry about that big piranha over there and taking his his flower in order to get up here. Nab the second one here, and look out there! Just when you thought we'd never see another Cataquack again. Catch his attention. Drag him out on the water here. Don't let this poor guy drown, whatever you do. Come on, hurry before the ice pillars come along. Come on, come on, come on. Booyah! And there we go. You got another star. Okay, that's not the star I meant to do, but it's a star nonetheless. And I like how you can see, like, look through the window right there. You can see a sun coming over like a horizon of a planet. What planet is that, I wonder? I can't... Huh, is that the Mushroom Kingdom? But perspective-wise, if we're looking out here, it would kind of be Bubblebree's galaxy. Anyways, I'm wasting time here. Let's actually go to the Stone Cyclone star this time. I'm sorry, guys. Alrighty then. Yes, you. Secret undersea cavern. Okay, and the benefit of doing that a second time is now I can just skip the little intro. I've already discussed that at length before. Okay, come on. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave him be. I'll take your shell this time, because I'm an equal opportunity thief. Blast that open right there. And he's perfectly fine despite all of that rock shrapnel just flying around right there. Apparently penguins are tougher than I give them credit for. Don't need to bother with the bats. The bats! 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 I've been watching too much Blue Collar Comedy Tour lately. I always love the Rides Again one, which is the second one, for those of you who aren't aware. It's that, and for those of you who don't care altogether, it's the stupid movie where the rednecks talk about jokes and stuff. Jokes and stuff. That's real descriptive, isn't it? Anybody can talk about jokes, but those guys are the only ones who talk about... Well, fuck you too. Good thing they have this one up right here. That's what I get for messing around, everybody. Oh, crap! What did I do that for? I don't even know what I was trying to do there. I was trying to jump on top of the thing. Are you serious? Are you serious now? I go through the whole project without losing a single life so far, and now all of a sudden I'm sucking out loud. Really? Really now? Okay, let's do this right this time. This is what I was attempting before. Gonna long jump around him. Don't think you can long jump onto these moving platforms from up there, by the way. That's just not gonna happen. You'd think you could make it, but see that water down there and those black holes? Those things will suck you in like a turd going into a toilet. Okay, the gravity is off. Now, despite my two major brain farts right there, this galaxy, in my opinion, isn't all that bad. It's actually rather pleasant. I kind of enjoy this one. I find it to be rather tolerable. However, the problem is when the comet comes around, the comet for this place is a fast foe comet. Think about that for a second. What are our foes in this area? Yeah, now you're starting to see how this gets problematic, aren't you? But, like I said, as it stands right now, it's no big issue if Mario ever decides to spin here. And ta-da! And I think I have time to knock out the comet as well. I'm still planning on doing that one grand star of video thing if I can manage to pull it off. I think it's possible. I really think I'll be able to make it. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing and just keep paying attention to everything that's going on around me. Yes, I will... Oh, wait a minute, the comet's not even here. What am I doing? What? Sorry about that. In that case... Well, how about a little buoy base? Sooner I get these stars out of the way, the better. There is one thing you might think I'd want to take care of in this video that I haven't really addressed yet. And that, too, is over in the Ghostly Galaxy, but I'm gonna be saving that for another time. That's just something I want to get out of the way all at once. Number one, because I'll have time to mentally prepare for it, and number two, doing it once will put me in a better mindset for being able to do it a second time once the comet comes around in that galaxy. If the comet comes around, I kind of planned on it showing up in the Bubble Bowl galaxy, but that never happened. Where'd the torpedo go? Is it still following me? Yes, it is. Okay, because I was kind of running out of air there for a second. Good thing you came back around. When I come around. That's a good song. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about that one lately. I've been listening to a lot of 90s music lately. You can blame my sister for that, though. She was kind of over at my house. There's a big development right there. She never visits. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna edit that out. She doesn't want me saying her name on camera. But yeah, Kiddo, as I call her, never comes over to my house. She's always busy with something, and I don't blame her. I mean, work is great. She's actually getting paid for... No, come on! You jerk. Okay. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That was deserved. You got me, good sir. No. Take that. That's yours. You take that to the bank. You earned that. In fact, I respect that move. That was such a pro move, I'm not even gonna kill you out of revenge. Well done, sir. Now, this is the weird part about this, about Buoy Base, is that everything's sort of like in a circle here. So it's really awkward to try and get yourself situated for like wall jumps because it's not a straight thing. It's not like what I was doing earlier where I can just bounce from side to side to side. You have to get yourself accustomed to the idea that you can't just... what am I even trying to say? You can't just jump up the sides because it's not straight. And therefore, it won't even register as a wall jump. But anyway, let's turn that valve, which will activate... Oh, shoot. What kind of valve joke can I make? Oh, speaking of valve, anybody else... this might be irrelevant by the time some people are seeing this in the future, but the Steam Summer Sale is going on right now, in case you aren't aware. And trust me, it's very much worth your time to actually go see this, for those of you who don't know. Every once in a while, Steam will hold these gigantic sales where they just sell really popular and really awesome games for maybe $5-9. And it's really your best opportunity in the world to get your hands on some of these titles, if you haven't already. Like, I pretty much got everything I want. Like, I've got Torchlight, I've got The Binding of Isaac. I already own those games, but those are available right now from what I've checked, from what I could see. But the only game I bought recently in this sale was Ys. The something of Felghana? Don't quote me on that. I'll put the title on the screen just so you can see it. Because I owned the Ark of Napishtim for the PS2, and I was kind of a fan of that game. And as I understand, there's a bunch more Ys games out there. I'd love to check out like some more of the series. They're on a collection last time I checked on like the DS. I saw like the big old box on the shelves over at Level Up before they moved up to California. I miss you. No, seriously, I miss those guys. I loved shopping at Level Up. I knew everybody there by name. Do you know how unprecedented that is? Me knowing people by name. I am horrible with names. Like, if I actually remember your name consistently and refer to you by it, that means you actually mean a lot in my mind. It's something that I've gone out of my way to link to a particular memory and a particular place and face. My memory is absolutely terrible, so the fact that I've done that is unbelievable. Are we really gonna skip every other galaxy in the bedroom? Really? Wow. And I got 10 minutes to go through with this. Let's do it. This is actually what I think is the most intimidating level that Bowser has in this entire game, simply because it's the point where it really starts to demand that you understand the mechanics of the game. If you're not paying attention here, you will get your ass kicked. See that black stuff? That is dark matter, and basically it is the anti-Mario equation. Do not touch that stuff, whatever you do. Dry bones, can't kill you, so I'm just gonna get the hell out of your way. There's a Goomba down there. What the hell is he doing there? Like, the platform's up here. You'd think they'd play... That's one thing that would have made this galaxy a bit more interesting. Like, I can understand this might be a bit of a challenge for, like, novice players, but, most people who play Mario games these days are people who have been playing since the original Super Mario Brothers, like myself. Well, that's not entirely true. I didn't start with an NES. I had a Super NES for starters, but I did start with Mario. I remember I was 6 years old, and the first game I ever owned was Super Mario All-Stars, plus Super Mario World. And boy, I was pissed off at that game. My first ever video game, and I couldn't figure out how to beat it. And for those of you who don't know, I am incredibly competitive. It's something that runs in my family. We just don't like to lose. And it's something I got from competing with my sister all these years, to be totally honest with you. She and I would always, like, give each other crap. We'd, compete with each other, like in sports. Yes, there was a point where I actually played sports in my life, believe it or not. I actually went outside and got sun. What a freaking concept, right? But in all seriousness, yeah, I played softball when I was really little. I also played a little bit of soccer as well. That didn't last very long. I didn't really take to soccer. They always put me on defense because my stamina is terrible, and it always has been. But, my sister really took to soccer. In fact, she still plays it whenever she gets the chance. But that's kind of where it all started, is us. When we were really little, we'd always wrestle with each other. You don't take that the wrong way. You know what I mean. We'd always compete in grades and in school. And so... Oh, wow. I haven't even picked up a power shroom up to this point? Wow. Sorry to break the chain. I could have gone the whole game without picking up one of those and never seen that message. Who would have thought? The poor programmer who put that together would have... And his work would have been wasted on me and my viewers. Jeez. Thank God I actually picked that thing up. Now he can sleep easy at night, whoever you are. Okay, now, remember what I said about this game being kind of difficult for people who aren't really hardcore gamers, if you will? Oh, shoot. Well, as you'll notice, Bowser's... Oh, come on. Okay, if I can stop sucking sometime soon. As you'll notice, Bowser actually gets some more moves, and this is something I commend Nintendo on. You don't ever really see the villain taking on the hero's powers. As you saw, Bowser has a spin here, and that's kind of interesting. He's using your weapons against you, using powers that you're trying to recover. That's actually really nifty. That's a cool little design element. Now, like I said, this game is a bit more difficult. You can notice it getting incrementally harder. Like before, now Bowser's got that spin, so you can't just sit there on top of the vent or pillar, if you will, and wait for him to jump on you. You got to take the spin into consideration and actually wait and actually dodge that first, and then quickly move yourself onto the blue platform. Now, obviously, this isn't that difficult for somebody who's done something like this a million times in other games, but I can understand for somebody who hadn't played a lot of video games up to that point in their life, it would be really difficult, because going back to what I was talking about with Super Mario World, I hated that game because I couldn't beat it. I had the hardest time with the stupidest things. I remember being stuck on Iggy Koopa for hours before I figured out how to beat him. And when I did, I felt the greatest feeling in the world. That was my first taste of accomplishment, and it's kind of what got me hooked on video games. The fact that I finally figured out something on my own. And then I realized there was a whole nother world, and I couldn't stand to play the game for the rest of the day. I was like, what? I thought that was the end. That's the whole map I could see, and you're telling me it's still not done? Oh, whatever. I eventually did beat that game. Believe it or not, I'm so proud of myself. I discovered the hidden world all on my own. I actually never beat the game all the way through for the longest time because I always used the hidden world to get through. And you think, well, just go back to the stages by themselves without that. That's a funny thing about it. I think my original Super NES was broken. It doesn't matter what game it was, or what company made it, or whatever, what have you. It would not save progress. Super Mario World, any of the Super Mario games, Yoshi's Island, that was the one that got me. That's the one that always made me angry, because that game is easy to beat, but the thing is, it's not easy to beat in one sitting. And I had to do that. That was the thing. The only way, because my SNES would not save progress no matter what game I had to make sure I had to beat any game that I owned in one sitting, which is why the Special World was so special to me, no pun intended. It was a godsend because it allowed me to beat that game. It allowed me to beat Super Mario World in virtually no time at all. And just skip to stages that I already knew and could... Oh, come on! I got 3 minutes left, Mario. I gotta make them count. We really are gonna skip all of these areas now, aren't we? Thankfully, I have a working SNES nowadays. I don't have my original anymore. It didn't break. My mom... she gave it away to a friend because she thought I didn't play it anymore. Let's see, what galaxies are here? Let's see. Sea Slide, Gold Leaf. Neither of them sound too appealing at the moment, but I think I'll go for Gold Leaf. Yeah, my mom actually gave away my original SNES and all the games to a friend of hers. She works for the DDD, you see, because my brother has autism. So... she had a friend whose son liked video games and had a mental disability, so I can't hate her too much for doing it. And it's true, I had kind of moved on to the 64 at that point. But the thing is, it's the games she gave away that piss me off. I had, it's nothing really important, though. I mean, if you think about it, what did I have? Star Fox... Super Mario World plus Super Mario All-Stars, Earthbound. I'm not kidding you guys. If it weren't for that last one, I wouldn't be nearly as bitter about all of this. Oh my goodness. Why are bunnies looking for star chips? What, did they... I can do something with these. I can make the pole star, but what are you guys gonna do with them? Why do the bunnies need the star chips? Then they need them for sustenance or something? Oh my god. That's what's going on here, isn't it? These are sour cream and onion flavored star chips, and these bunnies are gonna eat them. How have I never made this connection before? Oh, come on. Shoot, I just hit my 30-minute mark. Oh, but I'm so close. Oh, I gotta make this quick. Come on. Where's the last star chip? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? If I don't get this soon, I can't get away with just doing this as is. Is that it right there? I think so. Yes. Okay. I might be able to get away with this if I just hurry. No, don't put it over there. I need to go out of my way for that. What are you thinking? I'm on a time limit here, ladies and gentlemen. Just gotta finish up this star. You know, before the bunnies eat them and I'd have no way to actually progress through the stage. That's kind of interesting about the bunny races here, if you will. I think we're gonna have to catch one right here. They wouldn't put them in a stage if you didn't have to chase one. Yep. Think you can catch me, boyoing? I'll do more than that, you little bastard. Come here! That's another thing about these little bunnies. Later on, you'll find ones that are on a timer. So if you don't catch them in time, you'll actually have to start the stage over again, meaning you lose a life. And that's the interesting thing about this. I can just imagine this situation here. You know, we're the Star Bunnies. If you catch us, we'll give you a star. Oh, cool. What'll happen if I don't catch you? Oh, we'll just kill you. And on that note, that is the end of this episode, everybody. So, until next time, in the next episode, we will continue on in the Engine Room Galaxies. So, until then, my name is Whatthefnu, and I will see you guys in the next one. Or next time, I'm sorry, that's Josh Jepson's thing. I'll see you later. Hey, I never even noticed the Gearmo here. Huh, it's kind of cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Later, everybody. Bye.